Hello student. In warehousing we have started with meaning and definition. We also saw functions of warehousing. Now next is type of warehousing. First is private warehouses. These are owned and operated by the private people, big manufacturer and merchants. That means it is not owned by government, it is owned by manufacturers or merchants, businessmen. Big business firms construct their own warehouses if they have big business, or they may have business in various parts of the country, or they may have their business out of the country in various places. So in that case they may need warehouses, so they construct their own warehouses, which save their money also because they don't have to pay for warehousing facilities and they can afford, so they construct and maintain their private warehouses. A public warehouse is a specialized business establishments that provide storage facility to general public for certain charges. These warehouses are actually constructed by the people. After charging certain fees, they give this facility to businessmen. It may be owned and operated by individual or maybe cooperative society. Warehouses need to take permission, need to take license from the government, and they have to follow the rules and regulations prescribed by the government. Public warehouses provide storage facility to small manufacturers, trader. They charge low. These warehouses are well constructed and guarded around the clock to ensure safe custody of goods. Public warehouses are generally located near railway stations, near ports, near highways. Next is bonded warehouses. These warehouses are licensed by the government. These warehouses are actually for the importers. These warehouses work under the control of custom authority. The warehouse keeper is required to give undertaking or a bond that it will not allow the goods to be removed without the consent of custom authorities. The goods are held in the bond and it cannot be withdrawn unless and until custom duty is paid. So till the time custom duty is not paid, the goods are kept at bonded warehouses. If the importer is unable or he is unwilling to pay custom duty immediately after the arrival of goods, he can store the goods in bonded warehouses. He can withdraw the goods in installment also by paying custom duty proportionately. Next is duty paid warehouses. Now you saw bonded warehouses. Unless and until custom duty is paid, goods are kept at bonded warehouses. So once the custom duty is paid, so goods can be kept at duty paid warehouses. After paying custom duty, these importers, they can keep their goods at duty paid warehouses. They may store these goods at duty paid warehouses maybe because of some reason, because the goods need certain repackaging. The goods may need certain assembling, or it may be that goods need to be re-exported to somewhere. So in that case, goods are kept at duty paid warehouses. Next is government warehouses. These are managed, controlled and owned by the central or the state government. Warehouses are for the benefit of small farmers, businessmen, traders. The government warehouses assist who cannot own warehouses. See, it is difficult for small farmers, businessmen, traders to own a warehouses. So these government warehouses assist them in storing the goods at nominal charges. So main benefit is that they charge very low, same like government school and private school. Government school charges are very low, so same way here also government warehouses are there, and these government warehouses facility is provided to small farmers, businessmen. Example of government warehouses are Central Warehousing Corporation of India, State Warehousing Corporation, and Food Corporation of India. Next is cooperative warehouses. These warehouses are owned, managed and controlled by the cooperative societies. They mainly provide warehousing facility at most economical rate. These type of warehouses are very useful for small farmers and trader and to general public. Same like a cooperative society, self-help. Here also cooperative warehouses are there, which is formed to help small traders and farmers. Next is cold storage warehouses. These warehouses are actually for perishable commodities. like fruits, fish, flour, vegetables, etc. If these perishable goods are needed to be exported, these cold storage warehouses are used. In cold storage warehouses, goods are stored in and refrigerated at a very low temperature so as to preserve them and use them in future. International trade has become possible due to these warehouses only.